improvement. And there is the world junior champion, Ryo Nakata of Japan. A lot to say about him, but it's just suffice to say he's incredible, powerful, he's entertaining, he's got great energy throughout the program. He's 17 years old, and he can light a fire on the ice with his skating.
Second highest ever junior men's short program score was posted by Ryo Nakata at the Riga Cup. Can he potentially make a junior world record score here? Well, Ryo Nakata from Japan just continues to showcase an ever greater dominance as he aspires to retain the Junior World Championship title that he achieved earlier this year. And it was lovely, Ted, because last week Taiga Nishino, who won in Varese, we interviewed him and we spoke about how does Ryo inspire you, and on the back of that, Ryo Nakata just showcased his respect for all of his competitors and said that indeed Taiga's skate motivated him, and he now hopes that they'll both get to find themselves competing at the Junior Grand Prix final in Nagoya, Japan.
One of the things that I most
competitivity between the Japanese.
One of the things I most admire. Look, he's a little bit off in the air, just slightly, but he has learned earlier on in his career. He might have let that go, but he's learned how to hold the core of his body strong. So if anything's slightly off on a lean, which he was a little bit out there, he just knows stay with it, stay with it. And this is just maturity and experience. So this was still, you know, to the naked eye, to a person who doesn't know it, he was off a little bit on both those first two jumps, but not on the score sheet because he held it together. And he's so much more mature and consistent skater now, having had the experiences both up and down for the past year or so.
Yeah, and I mean, those slight changes of edge on the landings of the axle and the triple loop will prevent the grade of execution being as high as it was in Riga. And I think in some ways for us, as father joins him in the kiss and cry, when you've got a skater as brilliant as Ryo Nakata, then it's almost more, I find that I'm almost finding more of the faults because he's developmentally so brilliant and everything's so ready and set that then it's like, well, now what is separating you from the skating skills of Yuma Kageyama or, you know, the other greats?
Don't they look like brothers, not like father and son? I mean, it's remarkable.
Unbelievable how young his dad looks.
Yeah, really incredible. He should strap on a pair of skates and get out there and compete against his son.
Yeah.
Yeah, incredible. Yeah, what a great...
Maybe that's... He's still got to get better skating skills than his dad.
Yeah, 83.56, good score. That'll put him into first place. His season's best is 88.72, so he's 4 points shy of that. Room for growth, for sure. But you can see how good he already is, even with small mistakes.